guys, it's me again, Vanessa, and welcome back to my channel. And today I have a dark, mysterious look for you. I hope you like it. So in this tutorial today, I will be talking about like dating and relationship do's and don'ts that I've just recently noticed, and a little bit about the sad news about Nipsey Hussle and what's gone on recently. But do not forget to jump onto me and my sister's blog. That will be in the description box down below. And yeah, and I'll be also introducing this new lipstick from Rimmel. So keep on watching and let me know if you like it. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, and what's the other one? Like the video, yeah. And I will see you in 3, 2, 1. Okay guys, now my base is done, so we're going to go into the eyeshadow palette, and today we're going to go for a really dark look. So I'm using like dark browns and blacks only, and with a little slither of excitement, but I'll tell you the reason why at the end, and let's get started. Okay, so my eyelids are now ready to go, and we're going to be using quite a few palettes today. And again, I'm going to start off with a nice transition color, like a nice brownie color. So I'm going to be using chocolate orange from this Revolution Makeup London Soap Extra Spice palette. I've been thinking about something and I'm like, let me share it with everyone. When I was going into dating, I was talking to like different people about like the do's and don'ts. I came across like so many different opinions, and I was like, help us out. Like, I've been single for years, and I've just been like, okay, now that I want to go into dating, like, what are the do's and don'ts? I was advised never ever offer to pay, like, for the date. Like, he's got your time and your company, so why should you pay? But then I've also spoken to people, to guys, and they don't like it when a girl sits there like expecting the man to pay. So what do? Like, do I feel like I'm reaching? Like, but if I've done all that energy and reached for my wallet, I might as well start paying half, like pay my share. And why should I expect anything? I don't know how to explain. Like, I just feel like I'm one of them independent black women, you know. So why should I show him that I need him to buy anything? And they're like, because if you pay, it looks like you don't need a man. Like, what do you need a man for? It looks like you've got everything sorted. House racist. I'm going to go a little bit dark with the brown now. Brownies. Over there. So I'm going to go in with brownies. Okay, so I have another question now. When is it the right time to, like, borrow a cheeky 15 or 20 pounds? Like, when a guy's, let's say, like, don't tell me none of you have been to a cash point or try to pay for something and you decline. Then you're like, oh shit, I didn't know I forgot to make that movement and change from the savings in my chicken account to all of that. Do you know what I mean? Like, by the way, you start off with dabbing. I'm talking about the eyeshadow. So you start off with dabbing so you can just see where it's going first and what type of tone it is. But yeah, back to that. Money. Don't tell a guy how much you make. Don't tell a guy or girl how much you make, because it could come back to you later on in the future. I'm not saying that they're gonna fully spat, by the way. I'm not saying that you're gonna get robbed by telling them, but I just think easily said it in, or say like, oh, I need a new job, and then it'll be like, oh, because I see you're up there, and then he'll be like, oh, I'm sure you're only earning like 25k or around 26. You'll be like, no, I'm not even that. From then, he has his mindset of how much you're making. Vice versa, if a guy was saying that, you have your mindset of what they're making. And it's like, it's never good. Because let's say you guys finally get into a relationship. He's talking about how he can't pay for this vacation. I see everyone's doing now in my YouTube feed. I'm seeing vacation. He can't afford the ticket for the vacation. And you're sitting there like, well, I know he's getting like 27,000. Like, I remember he told me he's getting 27,000, so I'm confused as to why he can't afford it. That's a problem. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't let money ever be a conversation or a topic at all when it's dating, because people like me will remember that. So now I'm gonna go into my crease and onto my lid with a black color. And I'm going to be using Revolution again, the Fortune Favours the Brave. You guys know from my last one. I think I used that as well. One of the videos I've done, I've used this as well. But yeah, I'm going to be using the deepest shade that they have here. And that's what I'm going to use here. Another thing I've been wanting to ask about dating, any guys watching this, or girls, because I had this conversation as well with some people a couple days ago, like, when is it the right time to add a label on it? Like, I don't understand, like, is it the older you get, is there a need for a conversation about what are we? Because I just feel like, because there was a guy I dated like years ago, and I remember I was like we were dating and I'll go to his house and stuff, and like, it was all nice, like, nothing bad or anything, but I just never got a title, and I wasn't sleeping with him or anything, but I didn't get a title, and I was sitting there like, sir, what's going on? And I didn't know if I was being ridiculous to ask about a title, because when I did ask him, what are we? He kind of was frustrated a little bit, like, you should know what we are. But how am I supposed to know if we never have that conversation? It's like, basically, it's like you going to work and they're giving you, your sales assistant, you going to work and now they're giving you roles that a manager is doing. And then when you go, oh, why am I doing that? And then, am I a manager? You should know what you are. No, you're supposed to promote me and tell me I'm promoted to know what I am. Duh. So I'm just like, needed to know out there, because I'm a little bit clueless. Do we do that thing where we like no longer talk about what we are because you should just know? We're supposed to just read the other person's mind automatically that, or maybe he just wasn't that into me. Realization. This is a new rule I've just created for myself. Like, do not date someone who's just recently come out of a relationship. Like, no matter what they say they're ready for, don't do it, because they might not be ready for it, honestly. Yeah, if they just come out of a relationship yesterday and they're dating you in a month's time, it's still not long enough. Still not long enough to me, personally. I realized that I like the look of this eyeshadow and how I've done it with the gap of colours here. And I'm not really feeling the blend, even though I wanted a smoky eye effect, but now I'm thinking I like this bit. It's like smoky that way. And we're going to fix this together, because let's see how it goes, innit? We're going to have to do this together. But yeah, back to what I was saying, like, I went through a situation where I didn't fully know at the beginning that he just split up. Like, just split up with his ex. And thought he was ready, but as time went by, he clearly wasn't ready for what I was ready for. And yeah, it was just like, it worked out for me eventually, but it just felt like there was unnecessary confusion, because like, he didn't give himself enough time, and then when things started to pop off, can she speak or whatever? When things started to pop off, then it was like, oh, Higgy Hagger moment, like, oh, what's going on? It's just a mess. And I realized from then, like, if I was to date someone else and they tell me that, like, they just came out of a relationship, like, what, last month, I'm gonna be like, we could be friends, you know, them fake friends. We could be friends or whatever, and then after we could see where we go, but nah. And another thing, I'm really not a social media girl, but speaking of, like, before the world sees your love, like, guys, girls, all this social media stuff, relationship goal stuff, like, sometimes I think it's just better to keep your union offline, and, like, just between you, yourself, and the people who see you physically. Like, I really don't think, like, anyone needs to see how big your love is, how great your love is, how amazing your relationship is, because not every eye that's watching you wants good for you. Just remember that, guys. I think it's time for some shimmer. Okay, so I've got the base down, and now I'm going to go in with the silver. Another thing about dating that I've realized from experience as well, like, you can't really switch up once you've got a title and all of that, because I was thinking about something, Like when you have a title, when you're now in a relationship, you can't be annoyed with the people he spoke to before you came. And I know this sounds like it's common sense, but like so many people do this. Like, oh, when they're now your partner, or your boyfriend or girlfriend, is like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really comfortable with how you and Rebecca move. Or like, I don't like how you and Rebecca always talk about stuff. But he's mentioned Rebecca before when you two were dating, but you didn't want to say nothing then. Like, no, you cannot complain about all of that. There's a guy that I used to like years ago, and even though we didn't take it any step further than just knowing that there was a liking for each other, but he had too many female friends, and I was like, I know this is going to be an issue, so I don't want to move this forward, because right now in this situation, I know it's a problem for me, and I'm going to complain, and there's no point in me complaining because you've already told me this. But yeah, I hate that. Like, I hate when people switch up on you now that you guys have something going on. It's like, excuse me? Like, no, you don't get to do that, sir. Not to me. I'm starting to learn that patience is really important. Really, really important. Like, oof, woo. And I'm talking about patience for everything. Like, I don't know about y'all, but have you ever dated like a slow talker before? And it's like, tell me the story, what happened, how did you get it? And they tell you like from the day they were born to the very second of their first birthday. And we have spent a whole hour and we haven't got to the topic of why you've done this or why I asked. Like, whoo! When you start dating and you start talking to different people, you're like, no, I can't really do with a slow talker. Or like you learn how to finesse it, where you like coax them and like coach them into getting to the point on time. Do you know what I mean? Before the bus has left and we're outside London now and we're stuck. Do you get what I mean? Like, yeah, I've really started to learn that. Most definitely. I'm like, oh my God, like, jeez. Maybe I should ask less questions. It'll teach you to ask less questions. That's one thing I'm going to say. Okay, eyelashes and eyeliners done. And now I need to go in with my highlight and contour. But while I was doing my eyeliner, I thought about another thing that people shouldn't do when dating. And this is big boy facts. I'm not even playing. Like, guys, girls, do not big up your sex game to a person you're just talking to or a person you just started dating. Don't do any of that. I am begging you in the sweet name of, you shouldn't even be having sex before marriage, by the way, just to let y'all know. But do not big it up, because you two might end up getting serious, and then when it's time to throw it down, bants galore. That's all I can say. Do not don't over exaggerate your sex drive or your sex game, please, because when it's time to actually perform, all the acts you've been talking about, everything you've been harping on about, oh, I'm good at this, I'm good at that, I can do this, I can do cartwheel in the bed, I can off my pants with my teeth. When it's time for all of that, bro, you better talk that talk and walk that walk, because it will come back on you. So I thought of another one just now. Don't trash talk your ex ever. It's I find that one of the biggest turn-offs ever. If I see a man trash talking his ex, it's like, really, it seems like they're just still bitter about it, to be honest. It's like, do you need a moment, bro? Like, do you need to sit down and gather yourself for 1 hot second? Okay, it's time to do my eyebrows, guys. And I know I haven't done an eyebrow tutorial, but it's kind of hard to do it because I get the mirror so close to my face when I want to do my eyebrows. I'm going to try and do one on camera and see how it goes. So like I said, I always use my Bourjois felt tip liner. So I'll brush the hair up now. And if there's any like gaps you're not liking, just fill it in. But do not get fooled by the light. The light is making it look like it's way more sparse than it actually is. But that's the eyebrow now. And it's not bad. So to go with this look, like I said, this is going to be a dark look today. I'm going to use the Stay Satin liquid liner from Rimmel. I can already hear what my brother's saying. I know my older brother's going to be like, why are you looking like a witch? Anyway. I'm going to choose like a black lip liner for this. Okay, I've used a lip liner to try and define it and keep it nice and neat. I'm thinking to get some silver on this. So let me try and see if I can create like a little ombre thing. Anyone who knows me knows that I love to do ombre effect. I got this lipstick from Boohoo. Look at me putting the lipstick in y'all faces. I got this lipstick from Boohoo, so I don't even know the name. Now I want a bit of grey and black, and I want it to be matte. So I'm going to show you guys a trick some people use, but this is a trick I'm going to use today. You can get like a simple brush like this, go into your eyeshadow, and you can literally create your own ombre look as well like that, but while the lipstick is still a bit wet. You can do whatever you want with your makeup. It's your makeup. Once you paid for it, it's yours to do whatever you want. And that's the look for today. So it's nice and dark. Don't forget your setting spray, Urban Decay, blah blah blah. Nah. Like I said, I don't like to spray too much because I feel like it ends up making me look even more oily as the day goes on. So yeah, so that is the look for today, guys. I'm gonna obviously put my hair down and do my hair whichever way I want to. But there's a reason why I went for a dark look today, and it's something that's like really weighing on me. And I'm really just sick and tired of seeing such bad news everywhere, like on TMZ, hearing it on the radio and everything. And there's just a lot of people that are losing their lives in this moment, and it's becoming quite sickening because like it's a lot of murders going on, and like just it's crazy right now. Like we're going from all the way to like just what happened recently when we talk about what happened in New Zealand and the shooting in mosques, and it's really disgusting. And I do want to take, and the reason why I did do this dark look is because I just feel like all the news I've been hearing about death, like especially with the recent one, Nipsey Hussle shooting and him dying, it's literally, I feel like it's just chipping away at me, and I just feel so down. Like even today in the morning when I was on the way, like I was being driven back to my house, don't ask me where I was coming from, but when I was coming back home on the radio, it was like, oh, 2 stabbings in Wembley, stabbing here, stabbing, and it's like, guys, when are we gonna just quit all this stuff and drop the violence, like, and just spread peace, like, and it all starts with yourself. If you can bring peace into yourself and spread peace, day by day, it should change someone else. Like, it's just crazy right now, and it's really upsetting, honestly, to read what's going on. And I remember when Cadet, the London rapper, he's an artist, when he passed away, I remember me and my sister were driving to the gym. She was driving me to the gym because I can't drive yet. But she was driving me to the gym, and she was like, "Ree, like, it's good. This month and this era is going on like a bit crazy right now. It's like, it's so dark." And I was like, "Yeah, I know. Like, imagine all the people that lost their lives and all of that." And it's like, it's just got worse even from the news of Cadet. And I pray all these people's souls rest in peace, and I do pray for strength, joy and peace also for the families that have lost someone, the spouses that have lost someone, or anyone that's affected by this, because even though it hasn't naturally hit me, it still affects me to just have this news, keep hearing this news, especially with the Nipsey Hussle. Like, it's really, really sad, seriously, because I was just looking at my timeline or looking at my recommended videos and on YouTube, and not too long ago, like 3-4 days ago, they had him and Lauren London's like little relationship thing on their GQ spread thing, and like literally 2 days later I hear that the man's passed away, and I can't even click on that video now because it's like, it's got me shook. Like, it's really sad, and it's disgusting what's going on right now. Like, drop the violence, people, please. Like, it's ridiculous, especially because it's also like chipping away at me as well, because it's 2 years ago I lost my granddad. So this resonates with me because this is the anniversary of someone that I love and has passed. And although I do feel like sometimes his presence is with me, it's like when someone's gone, they're gone, literally. And it doesn't just affect one person, it affects a lot of people. So I pray that we all stray away from danger and we don't entertain it. And I appreciate you watching this video. I am sorry to end it off on a dark and sad note, but it is something that has been bothering me for the past, since Nipsey Hussle passed, like since that news came out, and the recent stabbings in my area alone too. It's like, no, I can't. I had to say something. So, but I do thank you for watching this, and don't forget the blog that me and my sister share will be in the description box. The link to my previous video will be in the description box. I thank you for watching, and I do pray that like danger is not your portion. Have a great day and everything. I hope you like the look, y'all. I'm liking this lipstick. That's what I can say. She cute. But yeah, heart goes out to everyone that's lost someone. And, you know, it's something that we can't run away from. Death is something that is promised, but we don't want it cut short, and we don't want to meet death before our time. So, yeah, I will see you in my next video, guys. Thank you for watching, and take care. Bye.